Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for the 5th round in the 2020 Series Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sport. Now we are racing at Autodrumo Nationale Monza for 15 laps, and we're going in by having a one-make race with the Lamborghini Huracan Gr.4 for today. So, everybody's about to do a lot of practice before we're about to get started, but this one might have one required tires, which is going to be the racing hard tires to be selected. So right now, I'm about to use the Winx Club livery bloom, ferry up the Dragon Flame will be ready to go. Balance of performance regulations to be all set automatically, because this will might have a good, wonderful, clean race for having a 1 Group 4 category for only a single car brand with a different model. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want with the entertainment. Now it's time to get ready to start the race, and let's begin. The 2020 series of the Nations Cup is about to begin in the 5th round, so it looks like everybody is about to bring their own livery designs on the Lamborghini Huracan Gr.4, so let's go and get prepared. Reeve_Demoink is now taking first place, and here's second place. Hito is about to get started out for having a nice mixture of the Italian style livery design, and here's Get Witty with it in third place. It looks like HBAC Toaster is now taking on fourth place. And here's Step Money 2020 is about to going in 5th place. And here's myself in the Winx Club livery design with bloom on it, so this will feel to be magical. Evo Diesel is now taking on 7th place with his customized livery design. And it looks like here's Tenorio_W in 8th place. A279 523X is now taking 9th place. And here's Profitable Choi in 10th place. And the yellow style Huracan is about to get started out to begin. And here's Pink 2 Floyd second in 11th place. 12th place is Jet Right, and this is going to be a very good different livery design. Bishop Dale is now taking on the Petronas livery design in 13th place. And here's TKC 8080 in 14th place. It's about to get ready to go. Akimbo Jimbo 229 is taking on 50th place, and here's Shiroko 43 in 16th place. 17th place is Droppin' Deuces, and it's about to going in a regular style Huracan. Jerome_Bauer in 18th place. And here's the last place driver, Bugoya, is about to get it on for having a nice start. 15 laps around in Monza circuit. So this will be having a Group 4 category race by having a one-make. This one might have to going in by having a rolling start formation. So make sure this one might have a required tires to be selected to use for the racing hard compound to be selected. Gotta make sure to be very careful to use the racing medium by the end of the final lap. So here we go. This will might have a starting line to be on a good place to go on by having a green light. And we are on the way, and let's see some good, wonderful, clean race out there by having a Lamborghini Huracan going underway, and this will be having a nice, proud of the Italian racetrack to be on the circuit. So this will might have to take on the first chicane. Gonna have to keep it expecting in. There you go. Looks like this is gonna get a little bit caught in the single contact. Evo Driso is now taking 6th place and now dropping me down onto 7th place. Looks like Red Demolink is now taking the lead, and he's going for it to be on the upper hand. Hito takes 2nd place, and H-Back Toaster is now going in to take the chase. And here comes on to the second chicane. This is going to be giving you some good speed to be performed some fine, clean braking points. Gonna have to pass through onto the double cones. Gonna keep it nice and slow, and looks like we just got one driver to be cutting up the chicane. Looks like this one might have one car to be automatically to be putting back on track. Very good and very solid formation to be on the inside. This is going to be good to see how Step Money 2020 is about to stay on in 4th place, and looks like here goes. Evo Diesel is now taking on in 5th place. So close to take that overtake, but this one might need that slipstream. We'll give it a little bit more time. Looks like going in to take a one magical overtake to pass on him. Gonna have to keep going, folks. I could probably have to make one good position to be moved on to 5th place. Now that was a magical way to believe in myself, but looks like this is going to be having another opponent be coming in onto the next turn. Just gonna have to stay on it. Step Money 2020 is now going in on to get witty with it in 3rd place. And here comes the final turn. This is going to be having a nice flying corner on the hairpin. This is going to be very nice to have a good solid formation. Gonna have to make a good braking point on the position, and looks like Profitable Choi is now passing me. This is gonna be having a yellow Huracan livery is now taking 5th place. Gonna have to step it up. This one might have another company. Tenorio_W is in 6th place. This one might lead up at the end of the 1st lap. Now moving on to the 2nd lap. But this is gonna be a side-by-side contact out there for 5th place and 6th place driver. Coming in onto the 1st turn to be coming on to that chicane. Gonna have to keep it a little bit more careful and be very exercise caution. Tenorio W is now taking 5th place, so it looks like Profitable Choi is in 6th place. Pink Tool Floyd is now in 7th place, and that will put me in onto 8th place. Gonna have to catch up to them because this is gonna be a one excited battle out there in the Huracan Gr.4. Taking the 1st lap by having a new fastest run. Rev Demolik just took 2 minutes and 6.378 seconds. Now this is going to be having one for the chances to see which one of the top 3 drivers will be going in by having a new set of the fastest lap time. Taking on that 2nd chicane, we'll be doing solid fine work. Better make sure to get rid of all these objects to be cleared off the track. So this will might have some open space for them. Just going to have to keep going in, have that next turn. Looks like this is going to be having a one further expected call to going right in. Three drivers in the Huracan plus a Winx Club livery has definitely might be going in on a chase. Gonna have to wrap up a magical firepower that this will might need to going in. Gonna have to make that next turn. Keep it nice and clean and step it in onto the apex. It looks like Profitable Choi just took the penalty of 0.5 seconds. Gotta make sure to be very careful not to ignore the track limit because this is going to be a lot of rush out there to see it. Here comes to the final turn. 3 drivers could probably going in on the inside, and looks like Tenorio W is taking the outside. Looks like one cone just barely knocked up, and looks like he's coming back onto the circuit. Moving on to the next lap, and this is going to be having a battle of 5th place. We'll be going right in. Just going to make one pass through onto Pink Tool Floyd 2nd. Looks like Tenorio_W could probably have best leading advantage, and looks like Profitable Choi is now going in, and this is going to be getting a little bit breaking point on the struggle after the 1st turn. And oh, looks like this is going to be pretty good to see it, and looks like Profitable Choi is now in 5th place. Bishop Jael is now moving on to 8th place, followed by Pink Tool Floyd 2nd, still currently on to 7th place. But good thing I could probably have to keep going because currently on to 6th place. This will might have a good eye on him whenever he's going to need to give a little bit more distance left to go. So looks like he's about to take that chicane. Gonna have to do the same thing. Solid clean formation on the line for having a nice magical feeling to be having a good rush. It looks like slowing down time for only a few minutes until crossing up onto the penalty line. This will might give a magical spell on Profitable Choi when he have that penalty effect. Just gonna make sure this will might solve a little bit problem. So looks like Profitable Choi is taking the magical effect. So now he's been recovered by the penalty of 0.5 seconds. So now he's moving on, and this is gonna have to going in by having the next turn. This is where he just took the effect on it. Gonna have to keep a little bit more focus on him. Very good on that inside turn near towards the apex. Gonna have to take a good full stretch. reaching up onto the final turn, is about to be going right in. There you go. Gonna make that good position. Gonna have to get over to the inside. We'll do some fine cornering. And now it looks like Hito just barely took a new set of the fastest lap time by 1 minute and 57.354 seconds. Now this is going to be a pretty good, impressive hot lap around the track for Hito in second place. He could probably catch up onto Red Demolic in first place in no time, but this is going to have to take a lot of good racing precision to be well focusedly made. Oh boy, looks like I'm going to have to keep a little bit more careful. Just going to have to take a little quick sharp rides. Okay, that was so close, so maybe this is going to have to take a little bit more careful next time. If I could probably might have to keep a little bit more precision to do a lot of braking points by taking the first turn in the track. So it looks like Pink 2 Floyd second is passing me. Gonna need to catch up to be back in 6th place. Gonna have to keep a good moderation strategy skills that might be coming handy. Okay, looks like just took the single hit on the 1 minute second penalty, so this is going to have to go over to force to decelerate onto the next penalty line. But mistakes were made, but just going to need to keep a little bit more careful whenever happens that the compound tires to be well selected. Just going to turn the hazard lights on, and this will might have to force speed reduction. It looks like Bishop JL passes me after taking a short turn recovery. A279 523X is now going in 8th place, but this is going to have to take a little bit more slipstream to be raised up the acceleration while taking the next turn to be going right in. Gonna have to keep a good distance on the line. Look how every driver is in the Huracan could probably going in onto the middle of the track. This is going to be a very good, impressive opportunity. We'll be doing some more acceleration by taking the next corner. But this is going to have to take plenty more usual skills yet to go. It looks like they're about to be almost there at the end of the 4th lap. Now going into the 5th lap at the end of the first wave. So this wheel might have to keep in check for only 10 more to go. Just going to have to keep going on the line of the straight. Gonna have to pull the brake. This is gonna have to take a little bit more incoming approach. Gonna have to do a good solid formation on the inside. Good thing A279 523X just keeps a good balance. So it looks like this is gonna be good to see how their place driver is now coming along nicely. Step Money 2020 is now going forward to be in 3rd place. He could probably have to catch up on Hito in 2nd place, but this is going to have to take for only a few distance, might having a good range in check. But it's definitely might be giving the result of the calculations for only 2.5 seconds in range. But this is going to have to do the math, folks. Every car, by having its own capabilities of its own personality, has definitely might become in common. Now we're zooming in onto the changing up on to the battle. So it looks like Pink 2 Floyd second is now in 6th place to be going forward. Gonna have to take one good magical overtake to pass on to A279 523X. This is gonna be pretty tough. Gonna have to use the radar in case. Now that was very good, wonderful turn formation out there. It looks like this one might have a detection out there on Pink 2 Floyd second. 0.5 second penalty. That will might bring him for the next lap to be forced to slow down for giving a magic spell to be affected on him. Just gonna have to keep it reminded, folks. This is gonna be a one tough challenging race that this is gonna need to avoid cutting the tracks, that this is gonna be ignoring the track limit to be having a penalty to be effect. So now we're on to the 6th lap, and this is going to get a little bit more ongoing chase. Bishop JL is about to be going in to keep up onto Floyd second, and this is going to be having that first turn. Gonna have to keep a nice, good, solid inside formation. 3 Huracans plus a Winx Club livery is now going in to have a 4-car chase to be in 6th place. But it looks like Pink 204 second could probably have to take a lot of defense position from behind. Staying on the slipstream could probably do some more speed work. Okay, gonna make sure to watch out for behind opponents. This one might have Tenorio_W is crashing the party. So it looks like this is gonna have to take that 4 car will be going in on the chase. Gets a little bit separately here for this moment. It looks like Pink 204 second is now coming in to force to slow down by crossing the penalty line. So this one might have Bishop JL's chance to going in. Looks like taking that short recovery in the 6th place driver. But this one might goes for a little nearby. I hope Bishop JL is now going in, and that's the ticket. Bishop JL is now in 6th place, folks. This is going to be having Pink 204 to be forced to slow down by taking the short recovery in 7th place after crossing the penalty line. So luckily, this one might have the penalty line to be used as a main purpose as a magical spell whenever each mistake could probably have something in motion. Here comes to the final turn. This is going to be a very good grueling battle for Pink 204 second. Taking on that outside while Bishop JL still takes on to the upper hand position. And going in by having a good passing overtake to move on to the 7th lap. Now it looks like this is going to be having a Yokohama livery versus a Winx Club livery is now going in, and looks like I'm about to take a blocking position before taking on the first turn. Gonna have to pull the brakes, and looks like we're at to be on the watch out to be on the rear. There you go. Looks like this is going to be a one tough magical challenge to catch up to the Petronas livery in 6th place. Gotta make sure that the top 3 drivers could probably have some time. But this is going to have to take for only 3rd place on Step Money 2020, could probably might have to do for a little defense. Coming in over onto the 2nd chicane, and this is going to have to take a good apex to be going right in. Make that next turn on the right. Gonna have a good directional line will be going in. This will might feel the magic to be given a good difference. I hope this is going to be having a lot of tire duration. This one might give a little bit more time, but this one might have several drivers by using the Racing Medium compound tires before going over to the pit stop. That will be having one recommendable use if they really want to afford a 1-minute penalty. So it looks like Reb Demlik is now taking the first one to going in. Gonna make sure to see if he's gonna have to use the Racing Hard compound tires to be selected. This will might be safe to be on the green. So it looks like this is going to be having Heat told to be in second the pit stop. So it looks like this is going to be having a little bit more important notice. By checking on the tires to be giving the symbol legend, this will might be given a further upon notice. Now looks like I could probably have to going into the pits. Gonna have to change up the tires, so this will might give a little bit more time to be needed. Here we go. That wheel might give a little sip and sound, and coming out to the pits. Moving on to the 8th lap, and this is going to have to take for only a second wave for having a little conclusion. It looks like Pink 204 second is now coming in, and looks like this is going to be taking a little contact on the first turn. A279 523X is now going in, so looks like he's not giving up without having a one tough rush. The Yokohama livery is now in 8th place. Gonna have to keep it up for myself in the Winx Club livery will going in. But it's definitely like having a Charmix style has definitely might be giving one further step before reaching up onto its 2nd form. But that means the 2nd form was the Enchantix livery, so maybe this will might be having in for putting up onto the memo list to be giving a little bit more updatable to be later on for. But it takes a while for only one livery for another, because this will might give a different style to be having a variant. So So it looks like this is going to be having Get Witty With It is now in 3rd place. Step Money 2020 is now in 2nd place. Looks like this is going to be getting a little bit long distance way to go to catch up onto Rev Demolikin's 1st place. I hope these 2 drivers in 2nd and 3rd could probably might have a good limits to keep it up to have a further ways to go. This is going to be a one excited challenge for the Lamborghini Huracan to see which one of them is going to be the fastest. Just like having a GR Super RC from the GR Super GT Cup back from last season. And probably the first round was definitely might be quite shown from the last video on my YouTube channel. Looks like Profitable Troy is now changing up onto the Racing Medium compound tires, so it looks like this one might give an important notice. Whenever it happens that staying on the Racing Medium compound tires by reaching up onto the finish line, this one might have to be placed for only a 1-minute penalty to be forced to drop down onto a different position. So now we're going into the 9th lap. Looks like I'm getting closer to Bishop JL in 7th place. And looks like Tenorio_W is now in 6th place. This one might have to see how it goes. It looks like Hito is now coming back onto 3rd place. This is going to be having a comeback to catch up onto Step Money 2020 whenever he can probably have to going in to take the 5th place for a 2nd place driver. Going in and have that 2nd chicane. Bishop JL could probably have it doing a fine safe call. Looks like this will might give a little nick of time on him going in by having a penalty line to be crossing in to slow down. But looks like this will might have this livery to be giving a little bit magical spell whenever he's coming in to slow down. There you go. Bishop JL is now slowing down quickly. So this will might give the opening pass for a Winx Club livery. Will be moving on to 7th place. Now that's gonna be a way of a magical feeling. Will be proceed on to the next turn. Taking a good solid formation on that fine corner. Going in by blending in onto the S's is now definitely might be pretty successful. It looks like this is going to be good to see how Step Money 2020 could probably keep it up. He could probably do his best out there, folks. He could probably have to defend his 2nd place while Hito is now going in. But this is going to be having a one tough grueling battle. It looks like Tenorio_W is now taking the pits. Better make sure he could probably have to keep using the Racing Hard compound tires in case if he really wants to be safe. Moving on to 6th place for myself. This one might have to catch up onto Profitable Troy in 5th place. Get Witty With It is now in 4th place. But this is going to have to take for only a 6th place driver will be coming right back in. Bishop JL is now taking the first turn. A Petronas livery was overtaking a Winx livery is now going forward. So looks like he could probably might have his best out there, folks. But this is going to be a one heated battle between a Racing Gran and a fan art livery has definitely might be coming handy to take the battle. But this will might have a good talent. But this will be having a good entertainment to see it out there, folks. So let's see how I can do my best out there to catch up onto Bishop JL in 6th place. So now we're in the 10th lap, 5 more to go, and this is going to be having a good endurance race out there. Just going to need to keep a good focus by taking some fuel monitor check on the fuel and tire wear has definitely might be taken to the effect. Just going to need to keep going. Only 1.1 second up ahead on Bishop JL in 6th place. This one might have an early braking point. Will be going in by taking a perfect of time. Gonna have to take a quick left, make a steer hard right before going in on the left. Looks like this is gonna getting a little bit locked in, and looks like Bishop JL is now staying on the 1 second behind. Looks like I could probably might have a few more ways to go. This is gonna be having a tough strategy out there, viewers. This is going to be a long distance, tough to see it. Come on, just gonna have to keep it in. Looks like Tenorio_W is now taking 3 seconds behind when I'm in 7th place. 4 more laps to go. Everybody could probably do his great motivational out there. this is going to have to take plenty more focus to be doing well precision. Gonna have to go right dived in, make that good clear first turn. So it looks like this is going to be good to see how Profitable Troy is now going forward to catch up onto the 4th place driver. This one might have to take for only 2 seconds up ahead in the gap distance range. This wheel might have to show on the course map on the top right. This wheel might be see how everybody is doing. This is going to have to take plenty more racing work out there whenever they had to do a lot of distance for having a daily workout to be completed. Okay, close call onto the second chicane. Just going to move on to the next turn. This is going to be taking a little bit grueling battle out there. Just going to have to keep going whenever it's going to have to take the best opening position, while Bishop JL is still taking the 6th place position. Will go forward. So looks like several last place driver is now taking a little bit hard time out there, but there will be several minor check details that this is gonna might have some racing skills to see how the progress has been doing. It's always been usual, but they still drive fast, and this one might take a little bit more distance to deal with. But this is gonna have to take plenty much time to be further upon notice. Coming back onto the last turn, gonna need to keep closing in onto Bishop JL, but this is gonna have to take a little bit more increased gap distance, and it looks like here comes Tenorio_W in 8th place. This is gonna take a lot of leading defense strategy. Will be going in, and it looks like he's found the opening. He's going in, folks. Looks like Tenorio_W is now taking on that pass, and this will might put him onto 7th place. But this is going to be having a 1 avoided contact before taking the first turn. This wheel might have to go passive to be safe. So now he's going in, folks. Tenorio_W is now in 7th place to catch up onto Bishop JL. But this wheel might have an incoming driver for the next run. Pink 2 Floyd second could probably have a 2.8 seconds up ahead when I'm in 8th place. This is going to have to take plenty more racing distance skills yet to go. Gonna have to keep it careful because second chicane could probably have a little late braking point. Coming upon for an increased gap distance from behind. This is going to be having a little challenging time out there for Pink 2 Floyd second. Evil Dicel is now taking on to be in 10th place. I hope this is going to have to take a little bit more time out there. 3 more to go, but this race is going to be a long distance endurance to see how fast can it go. Gonna have to keep up the pace. Fuel is only at 50% remaining. Gonna have to do a nice solid good turn. Tenorio_W is now going for it. This one might have a good overtake on Bishop JL. Taking on that last turn. Looks like this is going to be going in onto the inside or outside. I bet this is going to be having a good long distance chase whenever they're about to be forming a side-by-side contact. But this one might have give a good short range whenever it's going to be close by before taking the final lap. 2 more to go, and we're in the lap 13, folks. This is going to have to take a little bit more time, but this will have a 24 minutes since the race began. Oh man, it looks like there it goes, folks. There it goes. Tenorio_W just barely got hit off the track, and now this wheel might put me in onto 6th place, and that is so intense to see it. Looks like 2 cars just barely collided at the first chicane. So now that will put me in onto 6th place. So this wheel might be having a magical feeling will go in, but having a clean race will believe in myself. This wheel might have to reach up to the top position. But this is going to be good to see how the top 5 drivers is now going along as the usual in the same position. Now this is going to be pretty intense to see how this race could probably might have to go on. So now this is going to be doing great more time on the distance from behind. going forward to take 6th place to catch up onto Profitable Choi for only 17 seconds up ahead. But this is going to be having Get Witty with it to be in 4th place to catch up onto Hito. But this will might have a good ways to go. Hito is now going in to catch up onto Step Money 2020 in 2nd place. Gonna have to take the final turn. This is going to be very good to see by having a good line distance, by having a slipstream to raise up the acceleration. Looks like he's going in for having the 14 lap wheel proceed. It looks like Rev_Demolig is now taking on the lead. But he can still do his best out there, folks. I bet 15 lap will be his final lap, will be there in no time. But this is going to be a very good, excited Lamborghini Huracan for a 1-make race in the Group 4 category. Just going to be ready to defend. Bishop JL is now coming in for only 2.3 seconds behind. One more to go, but this is going to have to take a little bit more distance run. We'll have to do a lot of more ways to go. This is going to be a very tough magical quest out there for a Winx Club livery on the Lamborghini Huracan. Gonna have to take the first turn. This is gonna get a little bit more solid formation. We'll be doing a lot of training. Bishop JL is now closing in, and looks like this is gonna be having Tenorio_W is now in 7th place. The 8th place is now in place on to Bishop JL, so looks like this is gonna be having the same contact from the last lap. Gonna have to be very careful because the first chicane is gonna be a one tough risk. Gonna have to stay on it. Looks like almost there to be reached up onto 20 seconds up ahead on Profitable Choi in 5th place when I'm in 6th. This is gonna have to take plenty more handiwork. Will be going in. It looks like this is gonna be having a 1st place driver is now going in to proceed the final lap. So looks like Rev Demolik is now going in to take the last lap, and this one might have one more pit stop to go. Looks like he's about to choosing in by having a Racing Hard compound tires. I bet he's gonna have to do it. Yep, he's going for it, folks. He's going for having a Racing Hard compound tires whenever he has to be safe. That definitely might be his call. Taking 3 tires has definitely might be used for only 2 medium compound tires before taking 1 Racing Hard. But that is a very good choice of a combination of the competition. Has definitely might be very good ways to go. Everybody could probably might need a racing idea. This will be doing great out there for Rev_Demolik in 1st place. So looks like Hito is now going in onto 2nd place. Step Money 2020 is now back onto 3rd place. This is going to be doing great to see it. The 2nd and 3rd place driver is now going in to take the battle, while the 1st place driver is now taking the leading advantage. But this is going to be going in onto myself in 6th place for having a final lap. This will might be keeping a good eyes out on this one, folks. This is going to be pretty great to see it. But this is going to have to take a little bit more patient time out there. Several pit crews will be race up the banner until the 1st place driver will be arrived. Better race up the checker flag. So it looks like Rev_Demolik is now going in. This is going to be taking the full straight by taking the next turn until the last corner. But this is going to be having a good ways to go. I bet he can do it, folks. Looks like Step Money 2020 is now coming back onto 2nd place. Looks like Hito is now going in. This is going to be a 1 side-by-side battle to be taking on that rush. This is going to be very great. This is going to be a very good, tough, epic battle out there for having the battle of 2nd place. Looks like Hito is now going in to stay in the silver position. Looks like Step Money 2020 needs to keep it going. This is going to have to take a lot of more chase to be going in. It looks like here comes the final stretch. Rev_Demolik is now taking home the podium. It looks like this is going to be very good out there. And Rev_Demolik have won 1st place in the Group 4 category of the Lamborghini Huracan. Now that was a very good, excited 5th round finish, folks. Rev_Demolik has took 1st place in the 2020 Series Nations Cup in round 5. Now that was pretty excited out there, folks. What in the most awesome race of all time. So it looks like Hito has took 2nd place. Get Witty with it in 3rd place. And looks like Step Money in 4th. And looks like this is going to be great to see how Profitable Choi did well in 5th place. So now going in to take the final stretch. and that will be having a 6th place finish by having a Winx Club livery in a Lamborghini Huracan Gr.4. Now that was pretty awesome out there, folks. What the most awesome competitive endurance race for having a 15-lap challenge in Monza circuit. Now this one might have to wait for only several drivers to be running around until this one might have the results confirmed. But this was pretty great out there to having a nice, wonderful Group 4 one-make race. Well, looks like this is going to be having a quest complete. 1 star earned by having a clean race to be having a nice, remarkable out there. Now it looks like this one might have 100,000 credits in range, so this one might have enough distance for taking a lot of good experience. So that was an awesome race out there, folks. That was pretty excited for our one-make Group 4 category. We'll be doing the faster ways to go on. So looks like this one might be great to see how Rev_Demolic has did his great out there in his Lamborghini Huracan Group 4. So this one might have to going over to congratulations to Rev_Demolic for the win. He told and Get Witty With It did their best out there on 2nd and 3rd place by having a good finish. Glad that was a wonderful race out there, folks. Having a Lamborghini Huracan Group 4 for a one-make race with all the liveries, including a Winx Club livery, to be on the Monza circuit. Having a good clean race by taking 1 star earned will be very remarkable out there by having a good highlights. So we're about to get ready to go on the regular Group 4 category race. By the next round is going to be at the Nürburgring Grand Prix. So do your best out there. Taking a lot of practice is important before we're about to get ready to go. Alright folks, I hope you really enjoyed watching the race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. Livery blog videos are available to watch anytime you want. This will be the entertainment showcase about different cars with liveries I have been made. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for continuing in the 2020 Series Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay clean.